Have you ever wondered why Bitcoin feels confusing, even after you've watched the videos, read the threads, followed the charts? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Bitcoin isn't confusing. You're just seeing it too early. Most people don't realize that until years later. Let me explain. Because if you've ever thought, I get it, but I don't feel it, this video is for you. Pause for a second. Every major idea in history looked wrong before it looked obvious. The internet, smartphones, social media. Bitcoin is no different, but it hits your brain in a very specific way, and that's where people get stuck. Let's break it down. Point number 1. Your brain is trained for systems that already exist. You grew up trusting banks, governments, central authorities. Money came from somewhere official, printed, approved, regulated. Bitcoin breaks that pattern. No CEO, no headquarters, no permission. That's not how we're wired to understand value. So your brain looks for something familiar, and when it doesn't find it, it labels Bitcoin as confusing or too risky. But here's the key insight. Every new monetary system feels fake until it doesn't. Gold once made no sense, paper money felt like a scam, digital money felt imaginary. Bitcoin is just the next step. You're not confused, your brain is early. Point number 2. Bitcoin forces you to unlearn before you can learn. This is where most people quit. They try to understand Bitcoin through price, charts, predictions. That's backwards. Bitcoin isn't a stock, it's not a company, it's not even really crypto the way people talk about it. It's a monetary network, a ledger, a rule set, a system where trust is replaced by math and incentives. Once you see that, things click. Volatility stops feeling random, cycles start making sense, why institutions care becomes obvious. But unlearning is painful. It means admitting that what worked before might not work forever, and that's scary. So people say Bitcoin is confusing. What they really mean is, Bitcoin challenges my assumptions. Point number 3. You're seeing Bitcoin before the story is simple. Think about the internet in the 1990s. People said things like, why would I need email? What's a website? Who's going to trust online payments? Early explanations were messy, technical, incomplete. Bitcoin is still in that phase. The narrative isn't clean yet. Is it digital gold, a payment system, a hedge, a reserve asset? The answer is yes, and that's uncomfortable. Humans want simple stories. Bitcoin is still becoming one. By the time it's easy to explain in one sentence, the opportunity window is usually smaller. Confusion is the cost of being early. Point number 4. Volatility isn't a flaw, it's a filter. This part hits hard. Bitcoin's price swings make people emotional, excited, terrified, exhausted. And that's the point. Volatility shakes out people who don't understand what they own. If Bitcoin moved like a savings account, no one would question it and no one would pay attention. Volatility forces learning. It exposes weak conviction, it punishes short-term thinking, it rewards patience and understanding. Every major Bitcoin cycle follows the same pattern: euphoria, fear, doubt, silence. That silence is where understanding grows. If Bitcoin feels chaotic right now, you're probably closer than you think. Point number 5. Understanding Bitcoin happens slowly, then all at once. This is the moment people don't talk about. The click. You stop asking, is Bitcoin real? And start asking, how does the world change if it is? You see why supply matters, why 21 million isn't arbitrary, why decentralization isn't a buzzword. You stop needing daily validation from price. You start watching adoption, infrastructure, regulation, energy use, global liquidity. Bitcoin shifts from an investment to a lens. That shift doesn't happen in bull markets. It happens in confusion. That's why early understanding feels lonely. Everyone else is waiting for certainty. Certainty comes later. Understanding comes first. So here's the real takeaway. If Bitcoin feels confusing to you right now, that's not a weakness, it's a signal. A signal that you're ahead of the narrative, ahead of the headlines, ahead of the simplified version everyone eventually accepts. Most people don't get Bitcoin until it's already obvious. By then, it feels safe, familiar, boring. You're not there yet, and that's a good thing. Sit with the confusion, study the system, watch behavior, not noise. Because one day, you'll hear someone say, "I just don't get Bitcoin," and you'll smile. If this made something click for you, even slightly, you're exactly who this channel is for. Stay curious, stay patient, and I'll see you in the next one.